I was about to send you a message. Happy
Mm.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, me too. I feel okay today, better than yesterday.
Mm,
Yes,
yes,
yesterday I was really tired, but today it's okay. Yeah, so
it's
there's no
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Yes. How's the weather these days in Korea? Warmer? It's getting warmer?
Actually, it's getting warmer, but actually the temperature is not very stable. In the morning, it's
Oh.
a bit cold, but in the afternoon, a little bit warm. So actually,
Ah.
temperature gap is almost 15 degrees Celsius.
Wow. Very big.
So we have to be
Mm.
careful not to get cold.
Yes, now I understand why some of my students get cold these days. Usually, most of them, because of the sudden change of the temperature. I mean, the gap of the temperature.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you do something special on the weekend?
No, nothing special. As I mentioned,
Mm.
I had to work on Sunday, so
Oh.
actually my weekend was very um, short, and I couldn't enjoy it
Mm-mm.
very much.
Yes, you're very correct. Yeah, because you have to work. Yes, on Sunday. Yeah. Well, then, anything else to share with me?
That's all.
Okay. What's your article for today's class?
The article for today, the number, the number 1583. Korean news,
Mm-hmm.
the politics of South Korea's China threat.
The politics of
South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah,
1583?
yeah, from my textbook.
Oh, the politics.
Yeah,
Korean news, right?
just right. The politics
Ah,
of
okay.
South
Mm-hmm, right. Could you please tell me something about this?
Korea. Okay. Amid growing anti-Chinese sentiment in South Korea, there is a mismatch between the popular will and Seoul foreign policy.
Mm-hmm.
In an unprecedented turn of events, the consortium between the production of Joseon Exorcist, a highly anticipated Korean historical drama featuring zombie, announced the cancellation of the show after airing its second episode on March 23. The production team had been beset with the accusations that it was distorting history by presenting Korean culture through Chinese aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
Sponsors of the show quickly pulled out, leading
Mm-hmm.
to the complete scrapping of the $28 million series. The hasty cancellation of the series underscores a very strong undercurrent of anti-Chinese sentiments in the country, which could turn South Korea's China policy into a wedge issue in its hyper-partisan political landscape. The
Mm-hmm.
Korean-China drama, the cancellation of Joseon Exorcist, does not come out of the blue, nor has
Mm-hmm.
it been the only case. Other ongoing Korean dramas such as True Beauty or and Vincenzo have come under fire for product placement of Chinese brands like JD.com or a Chinese
Mhm.
brand of bibimbap. South Korean entertainment has become popular abroad, and it is no secret that there is significant Chinese capital behind many mega products. However, the pushback in South Korea has become more intense recently. A more immediate explanation for this trend is China's recent alleged cultural imperialism. Since last year, the South Korean media has started to report instances of Chinese cultural appropriation, an attempt to label traditional Korean clothing hanbok as a type of Chinese hanfu was patch of the origins of kimchi. Further, it was discovered that Chinese search engines were listing Korean historic figures or national heroes such as King Sejong, Yun Dongju, or Kim Yuna as Chao Shi Chao Xiuju, Joseonjuk in Korea, referring to the Korean Chinese minority group living in Northeast China. For Koreans, these controversies are seen a consti- continuation of the Gnosis project from the early 2000s, in which Chinese academics sought to find archaeological evidence to authors of the claims of China as a
Mhm.
perennial multi-ethnic state
Mhm.
that included the ethnic Korean people. The labeling of Korean cultural heritage under the umbrella provoked a nationwide outrage in South Korea and raised concern that this might be a reflection of a newly emerging colonial attitude on the part of Chinese. However,
Mhm.
there is more to the story. Ritual,
All right. Any questions about the vocabulary?
everything is okay with the vocabulary.
Okay, let's move on then. What is the title of the highly anticipated Korean historical drama featuring zombies?
The title of a highly anticipated Korean history drama features zombies Joseon Exorcist.
Right. And give three Korean historical figure or national heroes the Chinese search engines were listing. Mhm.
Three historical figures. Okay,
Mhm.
historical. Okay, three is Korean drama or and they and Chinese brands. Okay. Mm,
Mhm.
cultural imperialism make the Korean brand as a Chinese brand. Also, yeah, Chinese Gnosis project.
No, I mean, three Korean historical figure. That means
Okay,
people.
okay. I know. I
Mm-hmm.
understand. The
Mm-hmm.
King Sejong, Yoon
Mm-hmm.
Dong-ju, or Kim Yuna
Mm-hmm.
as a
Yes.
Joseonjo.
Right. Okay. Yes. And what was the name of the project that for Koreans was a continuation?
Continuation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This controversies are seen as a continuation of a Northeast project.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Northeast Project. Okay. Yeah. So what is your stand about this issue that Korea is facing against China?
Yeah, actually, we have um lots of people are very upset about Chinese behavior on
Mm-hmm.
they actually detour or they try to make Korean history or Korean culture as the part of Chinese.
Right.
So we couldn't accept the situation.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So what did the government do something about that?
Actually, there's no official comment from from the government, so that's why lots of people and also opposite parties are claiming on that. But
Oh, I
actually, I
see.
understand if the government appeals on this situation officially, then they could make some
Mm-hmm.
yeah conflict, a serious conflict, not only on the political issue, but it also spreads to financial issues or economic issues.
Oh,
So
I
yeah, government
see.
don't do anything on that.
Ah, okay. So do you agree that for the meantime, they should not do anything about that yet?
But I think um, on some issues,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes government have to show our ill will or our feeling or um,
Mm-hmm.
Korean Koreans feeling because
Mm-hmm.
without that Chinese China's cultural attacks is going to strong or spread on the all
Mm-hmm.
the yeah aspects.
Right. Or they might do it again. Again.
Right.
Yes, right. They might think anyway Korea is not actually doing something about that, so maybe it's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Yes, okay. And in what way do you think this feud will affect China and Korea foreign policies? Oh.
Actually, foreign politics.
Policies? Mm-hmm.
Um, at the moment, officially, there will be no different or no effect on the foreign policies between uh, China, Korea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, gradually it will affect on lots of business between Korea and China.
I see. Of course. Yes, you had experienced that before already.
That's right.
Yes, right. Yes, because of the, I think, THAAD.
Yes, that also
Yes.
affects yeah
All right.
severely on yeah Korea's tourism business.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. That's why, like, it might happen again, or maybe the worst. It will become worst
Yeah.
also. Right. Okay. And propose a way these two the technological giant countries could rectify this fiasco?
Actually,
Mhm.
I think as a big country and then one of the biggest country in the world,
Mhm.
China and Chinese should keep the rule or keep their mind wide
Mhm.
because
Keep their mind.
yeah,
Mhm.
even though China is a really big country, but they don't stop spread their countries, and then
Mhm.
yeah, actually they come in lots of trouble with their neighbor countries. Not only with
Mhm.
Korea, and also they make some trouble with other Southeast countries. And also, I think with
Mhm.
they they have some problem with Philippines about the boundary of the country, right?
Yeah, the sea.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
So I think
Territorial, the
they
sea territorial
yeah
also.
they are very greedy.
Mm, what, correct. That's the problem. What do you mean by they should stop spread their country? The,
Yeah, they
what do you
should
mean by that?
stop. They have I think they have to satisfied with their territory and then try to enhance
Ah.
their people's life well.
Mhm. I see. You mean they should stop conquering other
Yeah,
countries' territory? Yes.
that's right.
Mhm. Correct. Yes. Any questions so far?
Everything's okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dante, for today's class. I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Mhm.